I've reached the point where I'm done. I am done. I am done accepting the bare minimum. I am done understanding. I am done staying with people who do not deserve my presence. I am done feeling shitty about shitty people's behavior. I am done feeling guilty. I am done believing that I am unlovable. And I am done being okay with the absolute bare minimum bottom of the barrel love, because I fucking deserve more, bitch.
She's done, guys. Do you hear that? She's done. She's done with all of it. She's done with low effort, bare minimum, getting treated like crap. She's done with all of it. This is why I tell you guys, I never miss with this stuff. When a woman is acting like whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to bring chocolates, you're trying to bring flowers, you're trying to take her on an extravagant date, reservations, all of this stuff, right? The reason why they act like, no, what are you doing? Don't do that. The reason why they act like that is because this is in the background. They're not used to this type of treatment. This is why trying to prove your worth and put them on a pedestal backfires on you a lot of the times, because they don't know how to act when they get this behavior. And don't get it confused. I know what guys are thinking. And watch, we're going to get into this later in the video. If it's like this when they're younger, imagine what it's like when they're older. Watch this.
If you want a guy to do nice things for you, let me give you a little bit of advice of what not to do for the younger ladies. When I moved in with my ex-husband, he came home from work one evening with a dozen red roses. And instead of being like, wow, how amazing, that's so sweet, there was no reason. He was just being really sweet. And my self reacted with, why'd you get me red roses? You know I don't like roses. Peonies are my favorite flower. Lo and behold, he never got me flowers again, and rightfully so.
Proving yourself to them equals what? It equals nothing. It equals nothing. I'm trying to tell you guys, and this is why I tell you, pay attention to the beginning. The beginning, and when you're in a situation with a woman, counts. This guy could have avoided everything, but he kept plowing through the resistance. This isn't a first-time occurrence. This happened at the beginning. He married her, and look at what he gets for his efforts. But in this video, you hear her reflecting on it, right? Like, damn, I should have handled that better. I didn't have to act that way. Well, it's too late now.
Tested me on a date, like actually tested me. He goes, I like to ask trick questions. I said, why? And he hits me with, if I stopped texting you for 3 days, what would you do? And I said, I would enjoy my peace and be fine. Wrong answer, apparently. And he goes, see, I would need someone that would check in on me. I said, I would need someone that wouldn't disappear on me for 3 days. Guys, the way he just stared at me after I said that. So I stood up and I said, buddy, I think you just failed your own test. Then I left.
He got rid of her with one question. One question. So many things are happening here, right? I tell you guys all the time, pay attention to the beginning. You'll never have to be in a situation with a woman who's making it difficult for you if you pay attention to the resistance and her making it difficult right now in front of you. Move along. She went on the defense, right? Like, he said something bad. Maybe he was looking for you to say, well, I would check on you because I want to make sure you're okay. Nah, I'm going to protect my peace. I'm not playing any games. How do you know that's what he meant by it? Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Check this out. It's very hard to get rid of a woman when she's actually infatuated with you, when she doesn't even want to take an L sometimes. It's very hard to get rid of a woman. This woman is actually getting up and walking out, no resistance, no nothing. She's just leaving. That's a W in my book. He doesn't have to prove himself. She's walking away. He doesn't have to try to get her out of the way. She's getting out of the way.
I'm sure a man would say this is the reason I'm still single. There's something about a man that makes a reservation that gives me the ick. We don't have the ick, but it's just like, thought of him like planning the date, I'm just like, okay, like relax. And when a guy wants to go to a bar that doesn't take reservations and we're supposed to walk in and hope that we get a seat, and if we don't, we have to walk out, that also gives me the ick. I guess what I'm saying is, if you're a man, there's literally nothing you can do that won't give me the ick. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm sure if I liked them, I'd be like, oh my God, how cute, he like made a reservation. Like purely a first date, you've never met before, I don't know you.
Pay attention to this clip. Nothing matters besides you being yourself, going for what you want, and doing it with the strategy that you've built. That's it. Not trying to jump above and beyond and jump through hoops doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And I like what she said at the end. It's true. I just met you. Exactly. So I just met you. I don't have to prove myself. Let's get the next one.
I need to vent about something in a safe space. This is something I experienced while dating as a single mom of 3 in San Diego. And the more I think about it, the more I just feel so disrespected and so hot and bothered and so icked out that I think if this happens anymore, it's going to be like an immediate no deal breaker because it fills me with rage. So I have 3 kids, 3 young kids. I've thought a lot about my pregnancies, my children, the children spacing, everything, the toll on my body, and I decided that I'm done having kids. I'm open to step kids, but I do not want more kids of my own. I am very upfront with this when I'm dating men. I put this on any dating profiles that I have. I talk about it early into a dating situation if I feel like this person is sort of marriage material. And anytime that a man says, "Are you sure about that?" or "I think we could have one more," or "You space your kids out 2.5 years apart, time to get pregnant," or like, "Well, what about having a little version of me?" or like any amount of pressure that's not like, "Oh, I totally respect that, I completely understand that," is actually such a massive ick, because it just further illustrates to me that men think that what they want is more important than I want, that what I'm going to change my mind to center you, a stranger who I just met. They have no awareness on what it is like to actually be pregnant, to have a baby, the emotional disruptions, the physical pain that we are in, the disruptions to our lives, like how massive of sacrifice this is. What, do they not care that I already have 3 kids? So them wanting a biological child is somehow more important than my body, my health, the fact that I already have 3 kids. It's just, it's a way that they like immediately center themselves rather than saying something like, "I hear you, you have 3 kids, you love them so much, they're so fun to be with. 3 is all you care to have right now or forever. I respect that. I want kids, so I'm going to bow out." That's understanding me. That's seeing me. That's taking no for an answer. But to already that early on be pushing me on a boundary that I made so clear, it's like, do you not understand consent? Do you not understand the concept of no means no? And do you understand how literally traumatizing it can be for some people to go through like a newborn stage, a postpartum stage, a pregnancy stage? Like, it is wonderful. It is a miracle. It is a blessing. It is so incredible. I'm so lucky and so grateful that I got to do it 3 times. But mommy is done. Mommy is so effing done. So F-U-C-K-I-N-G, done. D-O-N-E! Exclamation point, done. You have the audacity in this restaurant or on this FaceTime call to center yourself and try to change my mind. Try again. Try again. Not today. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
Imagine having to prove yourself to a single mom of 3. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Let's take a second. Let that sit in. This chick is acting like dudes are coming up in abundance, pushing for her to have their kid. What? Getting on this camera lying because maybe it happened once or twice. Once, if that. Dudes are not lining up to be stepdads and to take on kids and give resources and not even have a kid of their own with you. Let's think about it. Let's say guys did want to step into that role. He'll take care of you and your 3 kids and be like this family or whatever, but you're not going to have a kid by him? What? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But these clips, the more we play these clips, you see it. Holy shit, this is really what they think and what they believe. So we have to stay on code. If we don't stay on code, nothing's rational. Nothing is ever going to work if we don't stay on code. Guys, protect yourselves. And I'm telling you right now, stay in the shadows. When you want to date, be very selective. But don't ever for a second think that you have to prove yourself to a woman, because that's a losing game.